Good morning. Today we are going to be talking about solving right triangles. So, some of this information you received from 5.4, some of it you should also remember from geometry. If you have three parts of a triangle, then you can find the remaining three. So, solving right triangles just really means finding all the missing parts. All right, so let's take a look at our first case. We have triangle ABC and we have sides ABC. You are given an angle on a side and we want to find all of the missing parts. So we're given angle A, so let's label that angle A is 54 degrees. We're given side A as 12. We always have angle C, that's our 90-degree angle. So we do now have three parts of the triangle. We need to find the remaining three. So which parts are missing? You're right. Angle B, side B, and the hypotenuse C. Great. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is we'll find the missing angle. So remember, the sum of the angles of a triangle equal 180. We have a guaranteed 90 right here. So we know that the remainder is 90 minus whatever value we have. So let's use that concept to find angle B. So angle B is going to equal 90 minus 54 degrees. And when we do that subtraction, we get 36 degrees. This is an angle, so make sure you put your degree symbol. All right, so now we have angles A, B, and C. Let's go about the journey of finding the two missing sides. I'm going to start with my hypotenuse, if that's okay with you. So I have two angles. I have one of my sides. I'm looking for my hypotenuse. You're given a clue here that SOHCAHTOA, using one of your trig functions, would help you accomplish that goal. So, which one would you like to use? All right, well, remember, the trig function that you choose to use depends on which angle that you choose to use. Okay, so let's say I'm going to use angle A because it was given. You usually can't go wrong with given information. All right, so I'm going to use angle A and I'm looking for my hypotenuse. So angle A is opposite side A, which is 12, over my hypotenuse, which is C. So that will be sine 54 degrees equals opposite, which is 12, over my hypotenuse of C. Remember, if your variable is at the bottom, you divide. So C is going to equal 12 divided by sine 54 degrees. When I put that in the calculator, or when you put that in the calculator, you should end up with a value of 14.8. So make sure you try this. Make sure you get 14.8. So several things. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode. Make sure that you're dividing so that you'll get the correct answer. All right, so far so good. So my hypotenuse is 14.8. Now let's look for that missing side. There are two ways to find that last piece of information that you need to solve your triangle. You can either use SOHCAHTOA or you can use Pythagorean theorem. I'm going to try Pythagorean theorem. It's something a little different that we don't do that often in class. All right, so I'm looking for side B. Remember, whenever you're looking for a side, you're going to subtract. So B squared equals C squared minus A squared. I'm looking for side B, so B is going to equal the square root of C squared, which is 14.8, minus A squared, which is 12. When I put all of that in the calculator, or when you put it all in the calculator, you should get 8.7. If you didn't, just go back and look at what you input into the calculator to make sure that you got the right answers. Okay, so as stated earlier, triangle has 6 parts. As it seems here, I found all the parts of the triangle. Therefore, I have solved this triangle. Okay, let's look at case 2. In case 2, we're given 2 sides. We can use this same triangle or the same makeup of this triangle. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to draw another triangle to use. And I'm going to label it exactly like the one above is labeled. All right, so here's my triangle. I'm going to label it exactly as that one was. So there's angle B, here's angle A, here's C, side, I'm sorry, hypotenuse C, side B, side A. Remember, very important, the sides are opposite the angles. Angles are uppercase, sides are lowercase. All right, so let's take a look here. Given B is 9, so I'm given that B is 9, C is 13. Find the missing parts. So, what am I missing? Well, I'm missing angle A, angle B, and side A. So it states here, find the third side. And I think that that's a pretty reliable choice to do. So, of course, we're going to use what? Right, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. Again, you're looking for a side, so you're going to subtract. So, according to the theorem, a squared equals c squared minus b squared. So that I can just take care of this all in one movement. A is going to equal the square root of 13 squared minus 9 squared. So when I do that, remember you can put this all in the calculator at the same time. And when you put that all in the calculator, you should get 9.4. Okay, so now we have a new challenge. We need an angle. We know that one of the angles is 90, but we need angles A and B. So let's see which angle we want to look for first. Let's say that I want to look for angle A first. You can choose to use sine or cosine. I'm going to use my given information because remember you can't go wrong with given information. And I'm going to look for angle A using cosine. So remember cosine is, cosine A is adjacent over hypotenuse. So cosine A is going to be 9 over 13. Anytime you're looking for an angle, you use what's called your inverse function. So when you put this in your calculator or use your calculator to find it, if you look for your cosine on the calculator, right above you, you'll see cosine to the negative 1, which means cosine inverse. So that's what we're going to use. So angle A is going to equal cosine inverse. When you put this in your calculator, you're going to immediately get a parenthesis, and you're going to put in the ratio of 9 over 13. And then hit your equal sign. And what did you get? Well, if you didn't get 46, then you may have did something wrong or your calculator might not be set in the correct mode. So redo it until you make sure you get this. I'm going to go ahead and label my triangle 46 degrees. All right, we are almost done. Now all I need is angle B. And remember, easiest way to find angle B is to subtract my angle of 46 from 90. So 90 minus 46 gives me 44 degrees. So now I have completed solving my triangle. I hope we're good so far. All right, let's go to the back. All right, so great. We're given a calculator on the back. And I'm just going to do a couple of these examples, and then I'm going to ask that you do a couple of the examples. So let's see which ones I would like to do. I don't want to automatically do the first two. Tell you what, I'm not going to do any of them. I want you to do them all. So I'm going to cross off examples 7 and 8. And I want you to do 3, 4, 5, and 6 as your classwork for today. All right, well, good luck. Thanks for your attention. Talk to you soon.